Greetings all, Frog here. Let's play Europa Universalis 4 with our Scotland Lothian campaign, where we are at peace, which is a nice place to be. We're almost up to some papal influence, which we will get to. I just booted up the game after a little bit. Our stability is at a positive 1, which is always good. We have no corruption. Our prestige is at 51%, or 51 points, and falling, of course, because prestige is always falling. Our legitimacy is gaining. We'll be there relatively soon. And our power projection maintains its strength for now. We have a loan, which is unfortunate, so we'll try and pay that off. We can invest in technology, but we're waiting with military. We're not at war yet, so we will wait. I mean, we could store 1099, so we'll see what happens there. We have provincial unrest, yes, because we conquered that stuff up north, and then the Lothian heretics are being converted. I have a free advisor, but I don't wish to spend the money. Truce with Sweden for another 3 years. Disputed succession with Aragon. Nah, I don't want to get involved with that. Tempting, but no. And then I have claims on all those things because I did that. Let's just double check here. Right, we need more military. That's why it's growing so slowly. Good lord. We have a weak heir, 151. She's a female. Octrada. 151's not exactly stunning. I missed my old heir. He was fantastic. We're not going to worry about accepted cultures right now. All the diplomacy is as we'd expect it. We're going to conquer Northumberland, which will happen eventually. We will attack England. England does not have allies, I do not believe. No, she is currently without ally. But we want to be careful. We don't want that to go too far without issue. We are... it's the wrong map mode. We are claiming almost all of England at this point. We can still claim Derbyshire, but I think that'll be it. So once we have the Derbyshire claim, we will we'll go for it. Of course, we have the PU with Norway. And we have all of this land up here where all of my troops are currently resting because we're dealing with this whole insurrection thing. 2.2 and a quarter, so we just need to wait, basically. Religious unity will help. It's a non-accepted culture, that's not going to go away, and we just got to let separatism tick down. So that's where it is. Taking a look around the world, of course, Byzantium is going to be an issue, Seljuks are going to be an issue if we decide on a world conquest, which right now, I just want Britannia. We'll see where everything else goes. Alright, let's play. Can we build more boats? Always want more boats. We can, in point of fact. So we were going to build... Oh, no, we have no money. 50 Oh, no, 50 seamen. Okay. I was going to say 50 ducats for a boat. Oh, our royal marriage with Bavaria has ended. Now, hold on. We still want Bavaria, do we not? I think we do. I have no diplomats. Well, that's fair. The papacy, it's always good to keep them on our side. We're in Bavaria trying to improve it. You know what'll improve it even more is if we get married. Oh, you would like to send a royal marriage. I accept. I'm okay with the slight legitimacy hit. The Aztecs are still suffering from major rebellions. Aragon has more than I thought. Morocco is turning into a force. It's crazy. Sorry about that. I didn't have enough time to warn you. I'd like a boat, but I want to pay off the debts more. Cessation of church functions. Noble families were often granted control over church lands, and appointments were made in many states in exchange for cash contributions to the crown's efforts. The crown, of course, lost control over some revenues this way in exchange for short-term bursts in revenue. We can accept to gain 146 ducats, which would pay off the debt. And we'd get that for 20 years. We'd have national tax modifier, but we would get plus a half year of papal influence. The clergy lose loyalty, which isn't a problem. 44 is still fine. Or we could gain stability and lose influence, and the clergy would like us. Well, let's take a look at our estates. I don't remember the shortcut keys for that. At 60 loyalty, what do we get? We get tax modifier plus 15. Isn't that interesting? So we would get actually a tax loyalty boost out of that. Oh, no, we always get the tax. That's part of this. That's stable. We would get stability cost reduction and papal influence plus 0.75. So we actually get better papal influence by doing this. If nobility are at 60, we gain land maintenance modifier. That's less exciting to me. This is stability. Stability is going to give us stuff. But we could get money right now. That's the question, isn't it? Do you want money and better papal influence? Well, we lose half of our influence. So we gained it faster, but we lose more. You know what? I'm going to go for the ducats. We'll let the nobility be loyal to us. We're going to pay off the loan. So I just feel better about our financial situation that way. Cardinal across the border. We've seen this many times. Spend 10 ducats, get some corruption, and possibly get a cardinal. Or gain a spy master. Let's try and gain a cardinal. Excellent. We're up to 3 cardinals. Do we want to play the papal game? Not right now. People have already invested 20 points. Boy, I would love to embrace the Renaissance. Renaissance came to England relatively early. But I suppose it didn't come to Scotland that early, so... England was building our spy network. That just reminds me that I need to then do my own fabrication here. Alright, that's as much as we can get. We have a rebel uprising. We're at 80% for the Swedish separatists. In 3.2 years. When are we going to get religious unity? That's another... 3 years. It's going to be right around the same time. I think we just have to fight the Swedish separatists. I mean, we're making money at full maintenance. So, that's tough to ignore. This will continue to tick down. Let there be a rebellion. You know what? Let them rebel. I don't fancy the Scottish peasants rebelling. But I'm okay with the Swedish separatists. We've got enough men up here. I think it'll be okay. Papal State. Alright, we'll bring them back. In the meantime, let's make sure Lotharingia is topped off, because we want to make sure that they love us. And should we get on board with Poland, maybe? Hungary, we could probably get into. A little Hungarian love. They have a royal marriage with Sweden, though, so that's less likely to work. What is this now? Alright, so we lost influence. That's good. Growth of the administration. As the state and its bureaucracy grow, there is an ever-growing need of people to oversee and administrate various lands and functions. The nobility have traditionally been more associated with military service to the state, but have increasingly made it clear that they still expect to be first in line when government offices are being handed out. The burghers, on the other hand, claim that the nobility considers such an appointment as mere rewards and will only use them to enrich themselves. Instead, the burghers argue we should import men out of individual merit. The unexpected death of a trusted secretary has left a vacant position to be filled at the center of the conflict, with the burghers supporting one candidate, nobility expecting us to pick another. While both candidates are talented men, this has to be a political decision. So, I could do a noble counselor to get diplo relations +1. But only for 10 years. So that's dangerous. I'll go up and get a rep and get screwed. The burghers lose 20% loyalty, which would be development costs and trade efficiency problems. Nobility would love us forever. But the nobility would also gain 15% influence. That's scary. You get global trade power for 10 years. The nobility loses loyalty, so they would dip below. Which, right now, we're not at war, but we will be. For the same 10 years. The burghers gain influence and loyalty. What happens when the burghers get up to 60? Development costs. Well, we don't use developments. Or we can give control to the clergy to get autonomy difference, which is always good. Nobility would lose. So the nobility, it's basically the nobility goes down, and then do the burghers or the clergy go up. Or the burghers go down, which gives us development costs, which we don't use, and trade efficiency, which we do. Then we could always buy them up. You know what? With great pedigree comes great abilities. Let's see what we can do to give them some loyalty. We can grant some monopoly charters for 5 prestige. That's currently tempting. Yeah, I think we're going to grant some monopoly charters. Just get them back up into the pause, and a 5 prestige hit I think is worth it for that. It may not be, but it seems that way. I've got a free dude. Let's talk to Poland, huh? Hey, Poland. Would you like to be friendly? Let's just be friendly. We're not going to worry about anything else with Poland. We're just going to keep them friendly. Probably should get friendly with the Byzantines, to be honest. They're getting a little scary. Our loan is paid off, so as soon as we can get ducats for a boat, we'll build a boat. 20.7, which is right now. The best place to build a boat is no longer in Lothian, that's for sure. 346 is looking to be my best, so we'll just build it at home. Takes us to our force limit. Big fan of boats. England has rebels. Excellent. We love to see some rebellions, English people. We're going to have some rebellions here soon. What's Sweden doing? Fighting Poland, apparently. Alright, Lotharingia is maxed out, so let's go put that Byzantium plan into play. They're neutral to us, so there's a possibility. We have an idea. Fantastic. Gives us another merchant to play around with, but more importantly, it gets us closer to national unrest. So we will do that. What do we do with our other merchant? We're moving things upstream. Oh, we don't have enough influence. It's going south. That's a problem. The North Sea we're moving into there as well. We can't affect the New World at all. It looks like Lübeck's going to be the next place. Try and bring trade into the English Channel out of Lübeck. Although right now that's the only place it can go. So wait a minute, that doesn't do us any good at all. It gives us caravan power, I suppose. All that already goes. That has to go that way. What do we use this other merchant for? Well, just draw more out of the node, I guess. We'll just draw more. So that'll go up to like 1.2 something maybe. Yeah, 1.26. It's something, right? We get a tiny percentage of that, but it's something. Better than having him sit around doing nothing. There's a lot of rebels in England. I like it. As long as they don't cross over into my world. Which they won't, because they're Lollard heretics. Oh, goodbye, Lollard heretics. It's nice while it lasted. Tensions among the border with Sweden gives us a claim on Jokkmokk. Cool. Where is that? There it is. Looks like I had claims on more than that, though. No, just that. Are there ducal claims that I have or something? If I look at this... Oh, that's water. If I look at this... Well, I don't know, I'm a free dude. But hey, we're up to positives with the Byzantines. Ah, there it goes. Alright, we have a revolt. So, we move in to help. Don't know if we move in with both. 033, what am I bringing in? 014. We'll outmaneuver him, but he's still going to outflank us. How soon do we get there? Oh god, it's a whole month. This guy's going to be there in 2 weeks. Alright, that's good. Good staging there. We're going to lose this first battle, which is unfortunate. Oh, we didn't. We got there in time. Nice reinforcement, guys. Nicely done. Alright, so this province now is no longer an issue. Because there's a recent uprising. So the unrest here is done. Oh, right. You need to go back. Yeah, you need to go back. Should have canceled that order. Lost men unnecessarily. Oh! Captain Moldovan has died. Very sad. The nobles demand recompensation. That is not how you pronounce that. The state has lived off the contributions of the nobles for a long period of time. Now the country is doing well, so the nobility is eager to get their cut of the cake. We can ignore them to lose stability, or pay 155 ducats. Well, stability was nice while it lasted. Alright, Poland is maxed out. Get the Aztecs topped off again. Since we are allies. We're still losing money because we're reinforcing. And we're back to gaining money. Scottish peasants are getting a little higher than I would like. We have no unrest here either. Oh, that has recent uprising as well. We might be able to afford to bring these guys home. Or I could just decrease autonomy and increase the unrest again. How long does that last? 30 years. Yeah, it'll definitely, the rest of it will burn off by then, so let's not do that. Tempting, though. You have to. Recent uprising. That one will actually make them upset if I do it, so we won't do that. We'll lower autonomy here. What the hell? How bad could it be? Oh, can't join the HRE. We could make states, though. Oh, it already is a state. Alright. Carry on. We will have to fight England here at some point. Shame Denmark is pissed off at us. Man, Sweden's getting wrecked. Aztecs want to discover 23 province to give us 10 prestige. Accept. Boy, the Aztecs have problems. Oh, there's privateers down there. I don't think it should tell you. Spaceship rebel? Oh, they're noble rebels. Okay, oh, pretenders because it's the crown. I get it. Make sure Hungary likes us, I guess. Oh yeah, the Aztecs are over the sea. I should remember that. What can I do with 50 stuff with you? I don't care about a trade conflict. Support rebels once we get to 60. That's tempting. We're getting up their attack. We will consider actually picking up now. Aren't we getting a just disgusting... We're only getting 8? Wish I had the money for an advisor. Who is that? I have no idea. Denmark's at war. They're in the Swedish conflict. Not Lotharingia. I want to see Denmark. Yes, they're in the Swedish conflict. Polish conquest of Savolax. Bring the Byzantines home. Go for Hungary. Just keeping people on the up and up, that's all. You never know when somebody will be beneficial. I don't know if there's going to be a Burgundian inheritance now. There's Burgundy. Anyone voting for us? No. Even Bavaria doesn't want to vote for us now. Lotharingia would if nobody else was voting for him. Pardon me for a moment here. Yeah, we can't come up with 69. Yeah, no way. Our subjects are taking... It's national epic. So do we want the admin points and the ducats for yearly prestige, or just lose 5 prestige? Still going to lose prestige with it, right? Yeah, it just lowers it. No. I think next episode is when we're going to attack England. We're getting up there with our military, with our ability here. It's a tactics level. 10%. Let's get to January, and we'll see if maybe it'll be worth it then. If it dips to 15, that would be nice, but if not, it's not. Build workshops or shipyards. Ooh, shipyards. 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 Shipyards are so good. We have a new pope. Sweden is the papal controller. Sad. I'm not playing the papacy game. Ooh, wait a minute. I could, though. I've got 50 points here. We can do some stuff. Get some tax modifier. I could get legitimacy. I could get inflation reduction and interest. I could Diplo Rep 1. It's all for 20 years. Gain some mercantilism. That's something. Can't gain stability until we get up to 100. I think we're going to get the mercantilism. And then since we just had a pope, let's play the pope game. What the hell? Papal controller has some benefit to it. We declare a war. What do we get out of this thing? None of our allies are going to say yes. We don't have favors. Oh, the only reason that they're not going to say is because they're in debt? Do we have favors with the Aztecs? Do we have favors with Bavaria? No, that's not what I want. Go back. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get. Look at the Aztecs. We have 10 favors with the Aztecs. It's been 30 years. Wow. How do we get at... How many? Oh my god, we're going to have Lotharingia here soon. Which means Lotharingia is going to help us attack. So we're going to wait until Lotharingia is on our side. Once we get that last favor with Lotharingia, we're going after England. And we're going to crush them. Navy tradition. Nice. Some naval leaders. Let's just top off Lotharingia. I have 80 in England now, so let's support some rebels. 0% though. That's a lot of ducats. Wow! Never mind. I guess we'll just keep it, just so they know we're watching. And then we'll... I forgot how far this comes out. And we'll just call it there, because we are sadly out of time. So next time we're going to get that favor from Lotharingia, and I think we're going to call it in and go after England. I don't think there's really any reason to go for the Aztec assistance or the Bavarian assistance, but the Lotharingia could make a huge, huge difference. Now, as it is, I think we can go after England on our own. Excuse me, but I think, you know, having a little help may not be too bad. We'll see what the alliance situation looks like next time. For now, we are out of time. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Consider subscribing to the channel to stay updated on everything as it happens. And until next time, cheers.